pag nagsasalita ako sa entablado. It's my philosophy, and I've said this in a previous interview before, na pag ganun ako sa bahay, ganun din ako in public, in events. What I am in private, I am in public. Kasi pag nakasanayan mong laging iba yung private personality at public personality mo, parang magiging disingenuous ka na. You would start becoming either yourself or your image. I intend to make who I am and who my image is to be the same person. Kaya nagmamayaw-mayaw ako, I act friendly, I make my emotions and my interests and my beliefs open because that's what I am when I am alone. And that's what I intend to also be when may mga ganun. Kasi pag iba yung personality mo sa normal, medyo weird ka, ibig sabihin, oy, may sayad na yan, abnoy na yan. Yun yung isipin ng mga tao. And that is that's an observation. And that's a very valid observation. Chairman Puno is also a Filipino citizen and I am a member of the House of Representatives. So he's also free to criticize me on that. Pero para sa akin lang na yung sa Ethics Committee kasi, yes, I've done wrong things, and yes, I'm completely ready to face any allegations against me. Kay Chairman Puno, walang personalan. If he's mad at me, if he feels it is necessary for him to speak against me since I used to be a party member, then that's good. It's good that we investigate and we judge all of our House members. And that is why I also started a call for investigation of Martin Romualdez and Zaldico, because everyone else is getting investigated. All the DPWH officials, all the small-time contractors, they're being investigated, but no one has said the name of Martin Romualdez. And the way I see it, it's a lose-lose situation for him. Because either he is complicit in the acts of corruption in Congress, the hundreds of billions that's been stolen, or he is not aware of it, which is even more dangerous. Kasi ang iniisip na tao, corrupt yan o corrupt si Speaker. Pag iniisip nila yan, delikado yan sa ating bansa. Hindi, that's corruption, that's bad. But what's worse is that kung hindi siya corrupt at hindi niya alam nangyayari yun, hundreds of billions has been stolen, and him as the Speaker of the House and as the cousin of the President, who's very close with the President, very close with the administration, the executive, is not aware of it. Paano niya hindi alam yun? So either he is involved in it or he has no knowledge of it. Either of these scenarios, he has to be held accountable. Sitwasyon ngayon yung mga tao sa House of Representatives, kala nila parang normal protest lang, hindi nila nakikita na yung corruption sa Nepal, hindi kasing lala ng corruption sa atin. So by matter of comparison, we can assume that since we are a more corrupt country, we can expect a greater outrage from the people. Since yung sa Nepal, if you see the issues na yung sa Prime Minister, yung sa... Well, they also have a very different political system. But the problem here is that hundreds of billions of pesos stolen is not just a simple matter. Hindi lang yun yung, oy, investigahan ka, makulong ka ng mga 1 month, 2 months, and then back to Congress ka na. Hindi, it's no longer that. And the people are aware of that. The people know that there is a very big possibility of what's happening in Nepal to happen here. And there's a very big possibility of escalation, especially in the riots in the future protests involving the police and the military. It just takes one wrong move for it to spiral out of control. Like in Nepal, it's just one bullet fired that will end everything that we built. And that's why, in order to protect the House of Representatives, the House that I am part of, I want to change it before September 21. I want to bring genuine positive change to the House. Magsisinungaling ako. Kung sasabihin mong Nepo baby ako, I completely agree to that. My father is... Let's just say he's a successful lawyer. He has made some money. Nakita mo naman, he's not just successful in Congress, but he's also successful in the field of law. He taught as a lawyer. He has been involved in very high-profile cases, including the Corona impeachment and the ABS-CBN franchise issue, yung sa franchise renewal. So, yes, he makes money and he gives me. Where it first starts, you have to admit that you are a product of nepotism. I myself am a product of political dynasty. And not just a political dynasty. We are one of the oldest dynasties in Cavite, if you trace back to the history. Kasi ako, my namesake, Francisco Barzaga, it came from Francisco E. Barzaga, who during the Spanish times, after we gained independence, actually one of the first politicians in Dasmariñas, Cavite. Kaya sa pagpunta ka ng Dasma, may FEB na school, Francisco E. Barzaga, may FEB building yung Lasal doon. And that's where you will see that, yes, it is true. We have a long history in politics. And if I deny that, then I'm denying myself. I am what congressman do we have now? Sino yung mga model congressman natin na dapat kong gayahin? Yes, I act differently from the other congressmen. But if the average congressman is a thief, then that makes me less of a thief, right? I'm telling you na hindi ako magnanakaw, but it's up to you whether or not you believe me. Okay? Because everyone, lahat ng congressman, kahit yung mga pinaka-magnanakaw na, sasabihin sa'yo hindi sila magnanakaw. But for me, if I act like the rest of Congress, then I will become like the rest of Congress. And that's not what I want to be, because I can see what Congress is. And I do not want to be a part of the system that exists right now. I wish to change the system, and I believe that by acting in line with the system, I won't be able to do that. I have to not go outside the system, but I have to act as if I'm not a congressman in order to where you should be scared if you criticize a politician. Do we or do we not? Hindi naman na kung natatakot ako o hindi. Kung dapat ba akong matakot o hindi. That's the truth. And we should not be afraid of criticizing politicians. Just as everyone else, kung sasabihin lang Nepo baby o abnoy o corrupt ako, pwede ko ding sabihin yun tungkol kila Romualdez o kay Marcos o kay Soto. I should be able to say that the same way that other people should be able to say the same things about me, because it's only through communication and through airing of our grievances that we are able to create an understanding with one another. We don't think the same, we don't act the same, but if we talk, we can find our middle ground and we can find what peace we can make with each other. Unless kung, of course, like, libelous na kung nagkakalat ka ng fake news, then yun, pwede ka naman kasi kalaban si Vico Soto. I admire him, he's a great politician, and like I said before, well, yesterday, 2 days ago, nung inisip ko to go against Romualdez, he was one of the people that came into my mind. And I believe that if we are given the opportunity to create a better government after the protest that will happen to our country this week, I believe that Vico Soto will be one of the builders of a better government. Tito Soto, hindi. Bads yan.
Bakit?
Well, he's very loyal to Romualdez. And that's all I have to say. No more comments on Vico Soto. Medyo nagalit na siya. Baka mamaya may sabihin na ako. Biglang makukulong na si Meow Meow.